The most awkward thing about making a YouTube video is the greeting. Like, how do you say hello to someone who isn't even there? Alright, let's get started. Welcome back everybody, I'm Jareem, and today we're going to talk about pictures. So let's look at some pictures. First, we have Michelle and Barack Obama. Everybody wants a Michelle and everybody wants a Barack. We've got Kanye and Kim. Perfect. Just kidding. Beyonce and Jay-Z killing it right now. You know, there's this joke that I saw on the internet. I think it said every woman wants a Jay-Z, but nobody wants to date an ugly man. Ouch. But anyways, this is my favorite couple. I don't know who they are, but their picture has been circulating around the internet with all kind of nice sayings on them for some time now. I mean, when you look at the picture and you read the caption, it really makes you want to say, of course, I'm not going to say that because I'm a man and men don't say that. Now, the reason we're starting off with pictures is because if you want to have a real relationship, you have to start off with reality. And the reality of relationships is that they are very, very difficult. And we're going to talk more about why they're difficult in about a minute. So sometimes we look at pictures like this or you know, pictures of our friends or pictures on our Instagram or our social networks, and we say, I want that. Or another thing that I often hear is that they don't make relationships like that anymore. But the reality is you may already have that. And the difference isn't that they don't make relationships like that anymore. The truth is that you're not willing to put in the work or withstand the fire that comes along with building a relationship like that. So here's the truth about pictures like this one. Yes, absolutely, they're worth 1,000 words. But most of those words are lies that we tell ourselves. We want to think that they're perfect. We want to think that this guy never cheated. We want to think that she's not holding some secrets that he doesn't know about. We want to think that they had this long, beautiful marriage. But the reality could be a lot different. What if you found out that he had 2 kids outside of the marriage? What if you found out they've only been married 2 years? What if you found out they're brother and sister? Okay, that would be weird. But the point is, if you found out they're fire, would you be willing to go through what they did in order to get where they are? We want to believe that such a thing as not being hurt in relationship exists. It's comforting, but it's not reality. I mean, what if I told you that your relationship is better than this relationship? Better than the president's relationship, better than any celebrity's relationship? It's certainly possible. Even if you're single right now, you could be in a better position than most of the relationships that you're gawking at, the relationships that you're envious of or jealous over. You could be in a better place right now because you're only looking at the picture and telling yourself a story. You're not seeing what's really there. So I say all this to make a few points. 1, you will get hurt. There's no way around it. 2, your partner will fail you. You can't even go a day without failing yourself. So don't think that the person who you're with, even though they love you, is not going to fail you as well. It's not going to happen. That person will fail you several times. Number 3, your relationship will be tested by fire. And number 4, the best part of your relationship is going to come after the hardest part. So now I know you have to be asking the question, how do I know if I should stay or go? And the answer is based on if you're walking through that fire alone, carrying the relationship on your back. That's not how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be walking through that fire together. If you're carrying that relationship on your back through the fire, and you're almost at the point where you're about to break, when you're losing yourself, right? This is the time when you have to reevaluate and reassess and be honest with yourself about if you should remain in this relationship. Put your emotions to the side. Put the time that you've invested to the side because you don't want to lose more. And think to yourself, is this something that I need to stay in? Because by the time that you're asking that question, the answer is probably no. What makes a relationship so hard? You have one complex individual who most likely has not reached the point of self-actualization. And then you have the other complex individual who also hasn't reached the point of self-actualization. So these 2 people are still evolving into who they are, trying to tie together and bond together to make one. It's very difficult and in many cases impossible. And when I say almost impossible, I'm not talking about 2 people staying together for 60, 70 years. That's not as impossible as 2 people staying together in a healthy relationship for 60, 70 years, for 10 years, for 20 years. Staying in a healthy relationship is more difficult than just existing in a relationship. You know, as I'm saying all this, I'm thinking to myself, you know, who in their right mind would want to be in a committed relationship? It is so difficult. It is possible though. Stick with me. Stick with me. I will teach you how. So I want to leave you with just one more piece of advice. Don't run after something that doesn't exist, because what you have is real and imperfect. Real does not mean perfect. And when you run after your imagination or something that you really want that doesn't exist, you could risk losing what you already have. And it's just not worth it. You got something good, hold on to it, because it comes around so rarely. Hold on to it. I'm excited about the next video. I'm going to talk about why women cheat and how it can be avoided the right way. Guys, you do not have to control your woman to keep her from cheating on you. And I'm going to tell you how. So meet me back here. Until next time, Hotel. This is what you're going to do. You're going to say to yourself, self, I really like that video. I found it very informative. And then you're going to subscribe to my channel. After that, you're going to add me on Instagram at Jareem Ford on Instagram. And then you're going to purchase one of my books from JareemFord.com and or a Perfect Boyfriend t-shirt. And go.
Jareem, what exactly did you like about that picture?